Me baby, me baby. Get us in the love that
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Balance of Opinions podcast with your guy, Kingy Crush Glass. And today we got a special guest. We got Champagne, the top banga. Okay?
Right, yeah. Worldwide,
Okay.
yeah, man. You got
All
all
right.
of YYC, Edmonton, Toronto, you don't know, Canada, up north, you know what I mean? America, the whole world, Champagne, top bang, represent balance of opinion. You
Okay.
understand?
No of us that. So let's start just the basics here, okay? When did you decide that you wanted to make music? What inspired you?
Well, what inspired me to make music is music come naturally as a fact, but what really inspired me, it was the move, the change that I said music make growing up, like the power that music had and changes in life, you know. It made me wanted to, it's inspired me to do music so I could make that same change or even a bigger change, you know. So that was really inspired me to do music, the power of the message, you know.
Okay.
Yes.
So music inspired you. Could you name a few reggae artists or hip hop artists or artists in general that might have gave you the vision for the name, the message that you want to spread?
Yeah, well, we grew up on listening to a lot of artists coming up, you know what I mean, from back then. You know, we grew up on, you don't know, Bounty Killer, Beanie Man. You see me, I
Yeah,
say, Tupac,
Elephant Man.
Biggie
Yeah.
Smalls, you know what I mean? You know, the rap version, and you don't know, you know, Cash Money them at the same time, and come up at the same time, and you know, all of the young legend them from back then, you know. So, me that say, Bob Marley, you know what I mean? Bob Marley, Sizzla Kalonji, you know what I mean?
Kuya.
You understand what I mean? I say, I
Yeah.
win, real Rastaman them, Jamaican them, you know what I mean? Luton Fire, Holy for the G them, you know, the real ones, you know what I mean?
Okay. So, what part of Jamaica did you come from? And when did you want to come to Canada or to the Western anyways?
Well, come from Spanish Town, Jamaica, you know what I mean? Spaniard, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
England
same
Town.
place where Papa come from. Shit.
You understand?
Okay.
Space Town and a Game Town, you know what I mean? But
Aye.
we reside in a Portmore before we came to Canada. And, you know, we live in Jamaica, we travel the world, you know? So it's another new one for living in a new country or a new place. It's just experience, you know, of different environment and liberty. You understand? So
Yes.
it was a pleasure to expand the movement, you know? So moving to Canada is just a plus on, you know, gaining new fans and reaching the goals, you know. So it's all good.
Okay. Um, Out of all the projects that you've put out recently, which one are you the most proud of?
Well, we put out so many projects. I'm proud of all of the projects that still, but you know, what me that say, but me have a lot of passion for right now. Me have something with name Yardman, you know, that I come, me have that song like from 5 years ago, and now me just release it, and the waves where it create and the way people are echo right now, we can definitely say it will pick up storm. And we have a next something coming out named Whenever, you know what I mean, that gonna chop up the street. You don't know, Vex production, top banger music, fresh out the box, you know what I mean? Coming line,
Okay.
you know, so it's all good, you know, a whole heap of flavor. So me that say, them two the right now, you understand, I don't know Chop Street, the Jump Shot Records, we are on the street from them time, the video soon, we soon see the new video shoot release, you know, the Chop Street as well. So a whole heap of things are coming, man. You feel me?
Yeah. So how did you meet Jump Shot Records? Like, how did that come about?
Well, in our streets, man, you know, Ringo live in our streets and we in our streets. So for you have the connection, them there on the right block them. The connection of a make and then, you know, for people start hear the music and see the power and the music and the talent, them go reach out and then we get to business, you know. So I saw the thing really come. We have got a couple studio and then encounter the G them and then do a song for them and they say start doing.
Okay. Do you have any albums, any new music coming out aside from what you've already discussed that we should stay in tune for?
Yeah, man, me have crazy music coming up, and me have something named Murder upon One General Records from Edmonton come out as well. Me have woke up this morning video about to drop right now. Me have me have Yardman music video for drop right now as well. You know what I mean? And me have whenever finalized right now. So me have 3 music video for drop right now. You understand me?
Okay.
3 hit music video where I come chop up YYC and the whole Canada up north. You get me answer my fans?
Yeah.
So we definitely look out for that one day. That come out soon. Me I drop them like my birthday I come up and you know my show I come up, right? Chop Street, September
Yes.
the 18th. So that's an event where all the artists I come represent as well. And the album launch is gonna be at Chop Street on my birthday, you know what I mean? One of the
Okay.
posters that show the tree as well. So right away, me have artists like Crunch Time, Gal Idiot, Sky Star, J Crane, Black Cinderella, Sniper Wisdom from Edmonton, Tamika Pandemic, A Patrice, Queen Unique, Teletime, Banksnote, Dallas D. You understand? So the whole
Yes.
YYC community and Edmonton, you know, one, you know what I mean? Egypt, I celebrate our birthday as well. So the chop here, the people. You know what I mean? We
Okay.
must see the posters
Oh,
there
don't,
circulate.
don't worry. We gonna be posting that. Don't worry. We'll be posting
Yeah.
that. We'll get on that real quick, sir.
Yeah.
So let's slide out of music. You seem to be a sports fan. I hear you're a sports fan. So what's your sports?
Well, I soccer we grew up on, you know. You know,
Okay.
soccer we grew up on, we still play basketball, we play cricket. You know, we play tennis, all sports, man, but, you know, soccer was a favorite. We play for a couple teams growing up, you know, back then as well. Play like parish leagues, you know, like, we play from a younger age, coming up from under 12, going to under 21. So we grew in soccer, you know. Soccer was our joy and life at that time.
Okay. So what team do you hold dear to heart aside from Jamaica, obviously, with soccer? What would be another team that you root for?
Now, Brazil, man. Remember good number?
No, listen, I'm just saying, a lot of men they want to run with the Manchester or the you know what I mean? They want to run with the powerhouse.
Brazil, our biggest team in our world. The world know that from morning. So Brazil, our biggest team. But if you talk about English Premier League, you know what I mean? I don't know Man U, I would have a game from them time. So, you know what I mean? So, only for ball. They can't even deny the ball of them. Ball of them enough for every team. So you have to embrace every baller right now. Because me is a unity man in them. I don't like compete against people I know. So I like everyone, even though everyone's skill, everyone will still be together, you know?
Okay, so you're about the soldier movement.
Even though we have to be a competition at some time, but we don't like the rival all the time. Like you want to say you're better than the money or you're better than this, you know what I mean?
Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's jump back to music. How did you feel as a man growing up, listening to the Movado and Vibes Cartel beef? How did that make you feel as an artist at that time with that beef? I know it's old, but I just like to ask questions like this.
Yeah. Well, the beef there was that he never orchestrated. It would just have to happen because 2 DJ they would arise at the same time. And you don't know, one come from uptown and one come from Portmore. So the energy is like where you come from. Anywhere you come from, you rep where you come from, eh? So everybody will come from Gaza, rep Gaza, everybody will come from Gully, rep Gully. So it is necessary. We couldn't say it is unnecessary. Dancehall is competition, meaning we do it for fun, you know, compete against each other for fun, not for really hurt each other. But sometimes it's out of honor as well. But you can't blame the artist them, you know. But we never feel no way about it. It would all right. It build dancehall at the end of the day.
Yeah, because I'm asking about musically, right? I'm not talking about anything outside of music, because you know steel sharpens steel. And you know, a lot of times people don't realize that it's good to have friendly competition. You don't need to have the I'm better than you competition. But if me and you are in the studio and I put out a verse that you're really messing with, you know what I mean? You're really gonna want to up your verse to try to almost beat that one in a friendly competition way. So that's what I meant when I was asking about how'd you feel about, the music like.
Okay. Yeah, man. Because yeah, man, it's a good thing, man. Because we compete like that, it make you better, Keep the vibe in the music.
Okay.
Keep a
Okay.
good energy going.
So jumping back to some sports here, you say you like basketball. So who's your favorite team or some of your favorite players?
Favorite player we have right now in a
Please don't
basketball.
say LeBron James, please.
Now, man, a Korea shoot them, man.
Okay.
I say a Korea shoot them.
Curry killer.
You understand? You got to chop from all angles. Got to miss no shot. No
Yes.
strength got a fire. You got to miss.
Okay.
That Korea, me say,
All right. Now, were you surprised about how the NBA Finals ended this year?
I know me never get to see final still, God.
Okay.
I mean, so I can't really comment on it.
Okay. No, I'm just asking a few sports questions because, like I said, Ringo said that you're into sports, so I like to make sure that I touch all angles because this interview isn't to just put you out there. This interview is to let people know who you are, what you're about, and bring that good energy that you bring every time you hit the stage, right? So,
Yeah, man, champagne the top banger, worldwide to the people, I mean, only for good music, inspiring music, I mean, uplifting music, I mean, that sometimes people them down, them need music to lift them up, lift them spirit, and get them up and going.
yes,
So we basically have feed the people them strength to be a better person individually, you know. So it's
yes.
a worldwide movement. It's not just my music because I love music. It's to help people as well.
No, of course. But
Encounter
that's
them, encounter themselves and know themselves and find them courage and strength.
yeah, no, of course, definitely. I'm gonna ask you how during the pandemic was it hard for you to make music? What motivated you during this whole year of things kind of being shut down? I see you guys did a lot of Instagram lives, did a lot of shows that way. You're trying to make sure you could perform in front of people again. How was that during this year not being able to perform in front of crowds?
Yeah, it kind of hectic because just as the thing was picking up, the pandemic hit the world and put everything on a down movement and a slow pace and a delay. So a lot of shows that we had planned was canceled and, pandemic went into like 2 years. So it did a lot of damage to the progress that we had planned. But anyways, we somehow figure out how to reach the people through the social media every day, same way, sending out new songs and new clippings of vibe and interacting with the fans, every day. So it's like, more even said complicated, it make you get more sharp. Can I spend more time in a studio and have more time to meditate life. So drop out the world on a pause. So who never gravitate, whatever gravitate past them.
Okay. So pretty much, you know what I mean? You had to get the hustle on hard and
Yes.
and the
We have,
hustle became stronger.
yes, we have to get on the grind because not because pandemic, me I gotta stay like, you know what I mean? You
Yeah, you're not
understand?
gonna sit down.
Yeah, me I gotta sit down. In a pandemic, it's like 35 songs. Me have so many unreleased right now. You know what I mean? I may have talking about unreleased. We have the album coming up. And you know what I mean?
What's the
Long
name of the album?
name of the album is Above Strive, you know.
Oh,
So the world can look out for that one. Above Strive, Champagne, the
okay.
top banger music, you know what I mean? Above
Uh,
Strive.
Okay, and how many songs are we expected to get on that one?
Well, may I figure set, may I give the world a 10 pack. May I give them a beautiful 10 pack album, 10 songs. When I feel like we should have released no more than 10 songs on the album right now. So
Okay.
I feel like 10 songs good enough to introduce myself from a debut album. with some different type of classic and different type of genre of music. Cause world music I do, I categorize myself in a one box. I do music for everyone. So it's an album containing music for everyone. Above strive and for all of the pain and the struggle we go through. We are stay above strive, That is it, my bro.
Okay, okay. Um, now that you have that out there, so it's Above Stride. That is the album,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You're gonna be dropping it on September 18th, your birthday,
yeah,
at YYC Chop.
yeah. At Chop Street,
Chop
birthday
Street.
bash.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
cause we keep Chop Street. Chop Street on my birthday. My official birthday, September 18th is my birthday official.
Okay,
So that's
okay,
when we keep the first birthday bash Chop Street, and this is the second annual one. Keep it
okay,
this year on the 18th of September, and the venue will soon be announced. So we get to
okay.
that, So basically, we have a full showcase package with artists from Edmonton, Toronto, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Do
I'm, I'm, I'm could have some surprise guests from New York flying to.
Okay, okay. Where can we find you? Well, not us, but everybody else.
Well, everyone can find me on Instagram. You can find me at Champagne, the top banger, on Instagram. That's SHAMPANE. You know what I mean? DITOPBANGA. Champagne, the top banger. You can find me at Top Banger Lifestyle. You know what I mean? On IG as well. You know what I mean? And then you could find me at Top Banger Music as well. TOPBANGAMUSIK. That's Top Banger Music. It's spelled with a K. MUSIK. Top Banger Music.
Oh, okay. You have
Yeah.
any other? You have any other merchandise coming out? You have clothes,
Yeah,
anything,
yes.
shirts, hats?
Touching on that point, we have a lot of merch coming out. You don't know YYC Chopper them is hot in the street right now. And that is a group containing me and Crunch and Yali, you know what I mean, banknotes, all of the artists them from YYC, you know what I mean, we are doing the thing. We kind of have everybody in one unit. So we are bring the city, So it's not, when we say YYC Choppers, it's not really us alone, It's with everyone. Get me? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? All of the G, the Dallas D, them, everyone, you know what I mean? All of the rapper, them, all of the connection. I feel everybody in a YYC, because we are bring the city with me, That is it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So the merch them, I'm not cut you, the merch them coming out soon. And the merch will be available at the show as well. We have the Top Banger Music merch them, and then we have the YYC Chopper merch them. You know what I mean? So those will be available at the show for purchase.
Okay, okay. One last question before we get out of here. In the next 3 years, are you planning to drop multiple albums, or are you trying to just release a lot of music in general and not what's the word? Not try to tire yourself out trying to do things a certain way that you're accustomed to, if that makes sense.
Well, in 3 years from now, I consider myself well comfortable in our man and can able to help others, with the success. You know what I mean? Because I plan on dropping crazy albums, we just get ready, just ready to start drop albums. Like, this is the first debut album, So by next year you can look for the next album, and then keep going, Never stop. It's a never ending story, man, when it comes to music. It's not just for the props, we do music from the heart and from the soul, and from the ancestors. You understand? So
Okay.
music line from the ancestry of we nation as well, So not
Okay.
just we are the music, it have come from back then till now. It does live out within us. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. So I take it you're planning to drop multiple albums and not really so many singles. Because that was the question I was at. Like,
I
are
mean,
you
singles still a drop, we still a drop crazy singles, because
okay?
I have so many different type of music, so I could structure music in a way that certain like classical music where certain people don't like certain music, You know,
Yeah.
I give the world music to the people who like that music, and then we still have the street music for the chopper them, for the top banger them, isn't it? For the youth,
Yeah.
then we go treat every day. You
Yeah.
understand?
And then you have your
So
girl music and
yeah, we
so
have
on
a
and so
thing
forth.
them for the
Okay.
girls, champagne for the girls. You don't know top banger a G life, isn't it?
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah, man. I whole heap of thing, my friend, man. Isn't it?
Okay. So yet again, remember, y'all can find them at Top Banger or Champagne the
Lifestyle.
Top Banger.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
And
then Top
top
Banger
banger
Lifestyle.
lifestyle. Yeah.
And then
And top
Top
banger
Banger
music.
Music. The
Yes.
music is spelt, the last letter is K, not a
Yeah.
C, it's K.
Okay.
And you
That
can
is it.
find all three of them on Instagram, as well as Jump Shot Records.
You understand? And chat lyrics music as well. You don't know the thing, Pandemic Records. A matter of fact, look out for my new artist that come chop up the world. Tamika Pandemic. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Okay.
She just gets signed to Top Banger Music. So look out for the something there and fresh out the box production in a Jamaica. Teamwork, you know what I mean? So we are about some whole heap of things, man. A whole heap of things. So just after the album dropped, you know, the world like a see we have push out Tamika Pandemic. So remember the name there, you know? The Empress there, you know?
All right. So Tamika Pandemic.
Yeah, Tamika Pandemic. Go IG, go check her out too. Tamika Pandemic. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right then. Well, thank you, sir, for your time. I know it's been a hassle to get you here. We'll talk more. Peace and blessings. And hopefully we'll see you soon.
That is it, my bro. Big up yourself.
All right. Thank you, sir. Bless.
One chop, balance of opinion. Flash it up. I the chop for them. Remember that. Good.
All right. Bless.
Champagne the top banger.